I'll pick it up with a copy of the Daily Nation. Acid test for Raila. This is the splash of the Daily Nation this Monday morning. This is even as you're looking at the 3 months coming to an end. That is next week, the November 9th. I'm talking about the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition agreement, which over time has spurred quite a conversation. Then the biggest question is the minute that this agreement expires, the 3-month term expires, what next for this political party? One of the key issues that over time that the party has largely dealt with is, first of all, the issue of division of funds. You can remember in 2013 with the Accord, 2017 NASA, right now in 2022. How will they divide these funds? Also knowing fully well that there are parties that already left Azimio la Umoja politically, but within the bounds, they were still bound in the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya. I'm talking about UDM, MDG, as well as some of those leaders who defected to Kenya Kwanza. So this is also coming at the backdrop of the fact that there's still no clear plan for the opposition party, I should say, going by what we have on this particular article. So next week, we wait to see the moment that those 3 months lapse and they're no longer legally bound to the agreement. What next for Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition party still remains a matter of wait and see. Away from that, looking at some of those details that have emerged from the shooting last week, and this is of the slain Pakistani journalist. I'm talking about Arshad Sharif. What we have here is that the deceased died due to firearms injuries that caused damage to the brain and the right lung. This is what has been revealed there from the post-mortem. Also, new details emerging from this particular probe is that Mr. Sharif had said, this is before his death, of course, said that he had received death threats for exposing corruption. Remember that he was an investigative journalist and he was also working on an investigative piece. His biggest forte being on matters of corruption as well as bad governance. But also they're continuing to probe into this matter. And again, key figures also emerging is that it took 30 minutes. This is the duration of time that it took for him to lose his life or die after the shooting that happened just 1.5 weeks ago. And also, Ruto allies hang onto hope of clinching top state jobs. We have seen the loyalists being awarded with cabinet secretaries positions, those that are featured the list of principal secretaries, that is the PSS, whereby actually the list has come down to 250. You can remember that over 9,000 persons applied, and that was shortlisted to 585, whereby interviews have been ongoing, and now we are talking about 250, whereby this number is supposed to come down to 50, which is the available slots for principal secretaries. But again, what we have here is some of the names of the persons who were key allies, or they featured largely during the campaigns, but you're not seeing them anywhere. I'm talking about the likes of Hassan Omar, Isaac Ruto, Cleophas Malala, Johnson Muthama. And again, what we're also gathering is that behind the scenes, these names are now fighting or jostling for some of those state positions which haven't really gone to anyone else. But again, also, the biggest question is that which positions are this for these key Ruto allies who are the forefront during the campaigns, seeing that we've already seen some of those biggest positions being awarded to, some of those key allies or loyalists there. But again, also this remains to be a matter of wait and see, much as the executive has already been constituted. But you're also waiting for those positions of CAS. Much as the courts already pronounced themselves on that, but the president has been at the forefront trying to champion and fight for those positions. So at this, some of those positions that they will get still again remains a matter of wait and see. And again, also, polls to replace Murkomen, Wahome and Duale to be held on January 5th. This is what the Electoral Commission has now said, already given the dates and timelines for campaigns for this by-elections to replace some of these individuals who've already joined the executive in position of cabinet secretary. Of course, this is the Elgeyo Marakwet senator, senatorial position, as well as Kandara, member of parliament position, and also Garissa MP position. And going by what the electoral body has already given is that we are having December 5th to January 2nd. That is of 2023. That is the time where campaigns will be happening for this mini polls, and between December 5th and 6th, this will be the dates or the time for the party primaries, and this is ahead of the January 5th, 2023 mini elections or by-elections to replace those that have already joined the cabinet. And again, before I head over to Marie, looking at the back page of the Daily Nation, we are having Matters Education here, and this is again in respect to the final examinations for grade 6, class 8 and form 4s, of course, looking at the KCP as well as KCSC there. And just going by what we have here, this is actually the highest number of teachers in our history who will be deployed to oversee these exams. We are talking about 250,000 teachers to supervise, and this is cut across in terms of center managers, supervisors, invigilators, and examiners, the highest number in its in our history. And again, looking also at these exams for grade 6 learners, this will run from November 25th all the way to November 28th, and KCSC running from December 2nd all the way to December 23. This is just some of those timelines that the ministry has given in respect to this final year exams. Of course, grade 6, class 8 and form 4, that is the KCSC. Victor.